Coming up on the John Morris Show on ESPN Central Texas, the flagship station for the Baylor Bears.
First of all, I'd like to thank all you guys for being here, but more importantly for all your coverage and telling all the stories of all the great things our kids are doing all summer long, but especially during camp. We appreciated you guys coming out day in and day out and bearing with me and schedules and things like that, so thank you very much.
The John Morris Show is brought to you by D'Amore Fine Jewelers, 4541 West Waco Drive, where Waco gets engaged.
Obviously, we're excited to get to game week. You know, the guys have worked really hard. It's been a long time coming, and I'm proud of the work that they've put in really since the end of last season, through the winter, through the spring, through the summer. They've really weathered the storm, and I'm excited to go out and see them represent Baylor and represent their families, but most importantly, represent their team and themselves, and I'm excited.
Stay connected with the Voice of the Bears on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Snapchat at Voice of Bears.
We have a tremendous opportunity this Saturday. Abilene Christian coming in. We know that they're a good football team. Coach Dorrell's a tremendous coach, 3 Division II national titles. Jermaine Jackson, their defensive coordinator, is a coach that I have a lot of respect for. And we'll look forward to playing a great football team, playing a great game, and hope that our team can prepare well this week and go out there and let it rip on Saturday.
Now, from the Petty Clinic Low T Studio, here's the voice of the Bears, John Morris, with Chris Allman.
Baylor head football coach Matt Rule in the open. Football season begins this Saturday. The Bears kicking off the 2018 season at home, hosting Abilene Christian. First meeting all time on the football field between Baylor and ACU. Welcome in. Glad you're with us. Chris Allman in the studio. We are actually on location this morning, and what a location it is. We are at the Marineland Boating Center, I-35 and South Loop 340. And just a great opportunity to let you know about what's going on here at Marineland. We're going to visit with Ken Sorley, who is wired up with us now, and a lot of good things going here with a Labor Day sale coming up this weekend. Labor Day is upon us. And Ken Sorley joins us now. Appreciate you having us here. Thanks for the hospitality.
Thank you, John. It's a pleasure having you here.
That's great. This is fun. It's fun. I hadn't been out here in a while, but I've been here before, and it's always fun to come out and see all the toys that you have.
Yeah, we have a lot of family toys that make a weekday memorable in any family's life.
And with a Labor Day sale going on, you got a lot of great prices right now, too.
Yeah, it's sort of our last big weekend of the year, the summer weekend, and families do a lot of things on the water, so we want to give them new toys for the water.
You do have them here. You got a lot of options. You've got the wave runners, you've got boats, you've got ATVs. Maybe you don't take the ATVs in the water, but you do have a lot of options.
Yes, we do, John. The wave runners are a personal watercraft, but they hold 3 people now, and they're a whole lot of fun just to let your hair back and go on the water. And then we got the family pontoon boat that you can take everybody and your neighbors and everything else. And for fishermen or just skiers, whatever you want to do, I think we can fit your needs.
I think so. I was looking, so where we're situated in your showroom, I was looking at these wave runners. Those things are huge.
Yeah, those are, we have really all of them now are 3-seaters.
Are they?
For the most part. But, we've got units that start at the low 40-mile-an-hour range and go over to 70 miles an hour. Can you imagine 70 miles an hour on the water?
No, no, I don't. Hopefully somebody's a veteran in driving those to go up to 70 miles an hour.
Oh, they're really pretty easy to operate. Of course, your hand controls how fast. So
yeah.
But it gets there real fast, too. That's the rush, you might say, you get out of them.
And here in Central Texas, this is a great area for water sports, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really blessed. Lake Brazos is still almost a secret among a lot of people, but it's always smooth. It's always really accessible any time of the year. And you got Waco. You can just within 45 minutes, you got about 12 bodies of water that people can fish or just family recreation on the water.
Wow. You mentioned families, and that's so true. I mean, this is such a it can be such a family gathering, to go out on the lake, to go out on a boat together. You mentioned that pontoon boat. It really is family-oriented.
Yeah, most of our customers, well, some of them are seniors, and the kids are gone, but they bring the grandkids back in. So it's something you can start at a young family age, or even when you're at home, maybe just got out of Baylor and graduating, want some recreation locally with all the lakes. Again, provides a very good format to do that. But you can just do anything around the Waco area. And if you got to have salt water, the coast is only about 3.5 hours away.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so for families, that's one part of your clientele, I'm guessing. But another one for serious fishermen, you've got some great options here for serious fishermen.
Oh, yeah. We can, whether it's the bass fishermen, the crappie fishermen, catfishing is a big, big deal now. Believe it or not, what everybody used to think was just a bank fishing participation. Now people go out and have tournaments for catfish.
Yeah.
Of course, you got on the coast redfish. People fish for sharks, believe it or not. So they go out to the rigs 25 or 26 miles away. So we can provide inshore fishing, outshore fishing.
Wow. What about so football season begins this Saturday, first game of the year. McLean Stadium is just perfectly located right on the Brazos, and sailgating has really caught on. Have you seen that? You know, folks who come and shop here, maybe they're going to use the boat other times of the year, but they want it to sailgate and come up to McLean Stadium.
Oh, absolutely. It's obviously been a push for our when the stadium opened, and it continues to be a big part of our business. We provide a service of putting boats in when the customers come in. You know, as you know, Baylor friends are from all over the country, but especially Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, and they want the convenience of having their boat put in, taken out after the game, and we provide that service. We'll have quite a few boats going in for this weekend's game.
Wow.
And so it's a big part of what we try to do for Baylor and for ourselves to get our customers on the water.
That's cool. How does that work? Does that, I mean, it's not like a rental, is it, for a boat? They own the boat and you just help them put it in and take it out?
All of our clients do own their boats.
Okay.
It's we may store it here in the off season. We may store it here when they come in and out. A lot of these people have a loft place or whatever they want to do, and they just want the convenience of, you know, almost like an Uber on the water, you know. So they but they own the part. We don't for that event.
I like that. Marineland Uber on the water. That's a niche business if there ever was one.
That's what we try to find.
That's pretty good. So I always have in the back of my mind some time to get with you, and you get me to the stadium via a water taxi.
Oh, we would love to.
I know you've offered that in the past.
Right. And we did ESPN years ago when they came down.
Right.
And those guys, you thought it was a new experience, but we were really, I think it was Joey, and I can't remember the guys' names. I'm sure you remember off the top of your head, but they loved it, and we would love to have the Morris family
thanks.
To do that. So you just take the time, the game, and we'll make it happen.
All right. I appreciate that. Our game days are a little bit hectic, but we're going to find a time to do that because I really do always have that in the back of my mind. So appreciate the offer. Thanks.
You bet. Our pleasure.
All right. So you're open here Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 6, Saturdays 8 to 4, closed Monday and Sunday and Monday. And we would invite people to come out. We've got one of these neat thermos to give away. Ty gave us this, I believe. Ty or Chase won. So we're going to say Chris is in the studio. How about caller number? Chris, pick a number.
How about 4, since Oakland only scored 4 runs last night when the Astros beat them 11-4.
I knew there would be a tie-in. Yes, I knew there would. All right, so caller number 4, not right now. Hang on a second. We've got this great thermos donated by Ken Sorley and Marineland Boating Center. That is a nice. That would be nice on a boat, in your car, carrying around anywhere you'd like. Ken, you've been a Baylor supporter, a Baylor fan, you and Mary and your whole family for many, many years. It's exciting, isn't it, to get to the start of a new school year and a new season?
Oh, absolutely. In all the sports, you know, football has always been one of our loves, but Kim Mulkey's basketball program, Glenmore softball program, we're very close to them. And Baylor to us is about people like John Morris and Kim Mulkey and Glenn Moore. That's what makes us tied into Baylor as much as anything.
Boy, that's great. And y'all have been so loyal through the years, and we really appreciate that. I mean, you and Mary have been good friends for a long, long time. And let me say, happy anniversary to you. It's not till November. Your 40th anniversary is coming up, but you're taking a family trip later this week.
Yes, we are. We're skipping out for a while and going to have time away with our entire family. We're taking our new grandson. I say he's new. He's about 22 months old, but
Nice.
We're very excited about that to get the cool air of Utah.
Oh, Park City, Utah.
Right.
That sounds pretty good. All right, tell me what it's like to take a trip in September when you get back. Because
there's always a catch-up going on. But we and there are 4 girls, and 2 of them are married. And, of course, one of them has our grandson, Connor, and then we've got one on the way with Melissa and Brian. Grandparenting, as you well know, is awesome. It's much better than we anticipated.
I know it is. We could compare grandparent stories.
Exactly.
My mom used to have a thing on her wall that said, if I knew grandchildren were so much fun, I would have had them first.
Exactly. Amen. Amen.
And I can relate to that now, so it's fun. So our Truett's about the same age. He turned 2 in April, so he's probably 4 or 5 months older.
Right.
Yeah.
That when they start putting words together and can talk and do other things, it makes it much more fun.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that sounds like a great trip.
Well, we're real excited. We have some friends that live out there, and they've been nice enough to allow us to use their house, and it's right there on the slopes. It would be the slopes. It was the time of the year. So, yes, we're very, very excited.
That scenery. And you've been there?
No,
before?
We haven't been there. We've seen pictures, but it's literally out their back door is as scenic a view as they say that you can find in Park City. So we've been to Park City with the Olympics when the Olympics was there. So we know the scenic area and the ski area at Deer Valley and stuff like that. So we're excited about going out there in a summer setting to see what it looks like when there's no snow.
That'll be beautiful. All right, to wrap things up, we're at Marineland Boating Center, I-35 and South Loop 340. Phone number is 254-662-0676. They're on the web at marinelandwacoyamaha.com, and you've got some really significant sales going on now through Labor Day, through the Labor Day holiday.
That's true, John. We would like to sell it and carry it over. So come out here and make you a smoking deal. We've got a very good still selection in stock. So visit with Lee or Mindy or Ty or Steve, and they'll put you in the boat, wave runner, or whatever you would like to have, and get you on the water before Labor Day.
Very nice. Another thing I thought of was so you think of the end of summer and a lot of people are back in school or kids are back in school now, but it's still going to be 100 degrees today. I mean, there's still a lot of water time left this year.
Oh, yeah, and in Central Texas, we have our little bit of winter, but honestly, you can almost boat year-round. I mean, we have customers that will tell us, we got through with that Thanksgiving meal or we got through that Christmas celebration. I need a little time on the water.
Wow.
So they actually do that, and with the boats nowadays, it's not like it was years ago. You can do that very easily.
That's really cool, and that's true. I mean, that's factual. Almost year-round, you can go out on a boat.
Exactly, and the water's close.
Yep, yeah, exactly. All right, appreciate it. Thank you very much. The Labor Day weekend sale is going on now here at Marineland Boating Center. It's I-35 and South Loop 340. So if you're trying to picture where it is, you've probably driven right by here. If you come around on Loop 340, it's right about the bend of Loop 340, which is construction's pretty well finished here now, isn't it?
Very close.
Yeah, which is nice. I'm sure you're glad about that.
Surely.
Just off I-35, so it's easy to find. And we're going to visit with one of your customers coming up in a few minutes, who you mentioned his name a few minutes ago. He doubles as the softball coach at Baylor, but he is out in his boat quite a bit himself, Glenn Moore.
Awesome coach, awesome individual. We really enjoy being involved with Glenn's program.
Good. And you mentioned Glenn, you mentioned Coach Mulkey, and we wish her the best as she recovers from that neck surgery.
Yeah, that was a bittersweet trip, I guess, to Italy. Kim didn't get to enjoy it quite as well with battling with her neck, but we only hope and pray that our full and speedy recovery.
Very good. Hey, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for having us here. Hope we bring some people in. And, Chris, light up the phone lines. Fourth caller has this beautiful mug, thermos from Marineland Boating Center. Call 662-1660. 662-1660. Chris will take your call. Caller number 4 will get this to you. And Ken, appreciate you. We'll take a break and be back with more in just a moment. We're live at Marineland Boating Center, I-35 and South Loop 340. They're on the web at marinelandwacoyamaha.com. And we're back right after this.